Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is By Hook or By Needles, and my name is Sam, and today is the first Wednesday of the month, which happens to be the 1st of January, and that's my cat, if you heard that, having a whinge. And the first Wednesday of the month means it's the announcement or the showing of the Battle of the Stitches stitch. And this month it is called the wide half double crochet. I'm just going to do a little sample using some bonus DK Hayfield. Some really lovely soft yarn. And I will be using a 4mm furls hook. No, my furls hook is not broken, nor is it injured. I just placed it on there so I got a little bit of a grip. It's summer here, and it's very clammy at times, and I found that I was sort of constantly sliding down the neck, but now I've noticed that when I'm using it, I'm further down the neck anyway, so if I'm going to use that as a grip, I need to probably move it down. But anyway, I'm going to do a slip knot, and we're just going to do a little sample to show you what the wide half double crochet is all about. So I'm just going to do, I don't know, there's no sort of multiple here. It's just however many stitches you need. I'll do a couple more. And the first row will just be half double crochets, just a normal half double crochet, because yeah, it's not till the second row that you do the wide half double crochet. It's a very simple stitch, and in fact when I look back or think back to when I was a kid, I pretty much did all of my stitches the way that this one is to be done, which I will explain when we get there. Sorry, off screen. I tend to go off screen a bit too much because I'm trying to look around my phone at what I'm doing because I get all combobulated when I try and view through my phone. Okay, so just in a normal half double crochet row, we do chain 2, which doesn't count as a stitch. Now, normally, when you do a half double crochet, you would go over and you would go into the stitch, picking up just the 2 top loops. That is a normal half double crochet. With the wide half double crochet, you actually go into the space between the stitches. And like I say, this is how I used to do all of my stitches as a child, because I didn't realize there was any difference. So it really is just that simple. You just go between the space with your half double crochet. You're still doing 1 loop over, pulling up a loop and pulling through all 3, but it gives you just makes that gap just a little bit bigger, and I think it actually tends to make the half double crochet appear a little bit bigger as well. And it's really just that simple. But that's the stitch we are going to use this month in Battle of the Stitches to create something. So next Wednesday I will be able to show you a little sneak peek of what I am or have made or am trying to make. And now I don't I still go into the space between the chain and the last stitch at the end, but I'm guessing you could go into the top of the stitch as you would normally, but that's entirely up to you. And then when we come back, and you can sort of see how, oops, go into focus, you can see how that sort of looks a little different. And so we just come back in between the stitches, pull up and through. And I quite like this one because it's just, you know, you don't have to concentrate so much on finding those two top loops. So this is probably a really good stitch for a beginner actually, because, you know, the beginners quite often, you know, have trouble finding, you know, exactly where to go into and that sort of thing. Whereas this, it's a lot easier just to go in between the two stitches. And you can do this for a double crochet or treble if you're in the UK. You can do this with your trebles, your double trebles. And I think, in fact, if you do a double crochet, like if you go over and in between and do like a double crochet instead, that becomes known as an extended double crochet, rather than, you know, because it's in the space, not into the stitch. So, oops, oh, I can't pick up the yarn. So that's the stitch. Just a very simple half double crochet into the space. Let's have a look. You can sort of see how it sort of is a bit gappier, if there's such a meaning, but you know what I mean. Is that there's a little bit more space in between the stitches. It gives a little bit more air, and I think it also makes the back and the front look more similar too. So yep, that's the stitch for this month. In a week's time I will show you a section or a portion of my project, so you can have a little guess as to what I'm doing. I will put in the description box links to all the other ladies and gents. I think it's only ladies at the moment, but we might have a gentleman or two join us at another time. But I'll put in a link in the description box of everybody else who's participating, or every other content creator who is participating in Battle of the Stitches, so you can go and have a look and see what they're going to create, or try and guess what they're going to create. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and remember, learn from the past, think about the future, but always live for now. See you later. Bye.